This segment of the news is brought to you by Finance of America. For all your mortgage needs, call Amy Childress or Shannon Keller at 702-372-6607.
Welcome back to News 46. After a large vessel stroke, how long does a patient have to get treatment in order to prevent long-lasting effects? A new study in JAMA found that a shorter time to treatment after a stroke is critical to having the best recovery. But just how long does a patient have to restore blood flow to the brain?
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
Stroke is the 5th leading cause of death in the U.S. and the 2nd leading cause of death worldwide. Each year, more than 750,000 Americans experiences a stroke.
So it's critically important for patients to recognize the warning signs of stroke, get to the hospital as soon as possible, and for doctors, nurses, and health systems to then rapidly treat patients when they arrive.
Dr. Jeffrey Saver from UCLA and co-authors reviewed the outcomes of over 1,200 patients experiencing acute ischemic stroke in 5 large randomized clinical trials. Some patients received standard medical therapy, others received standard therapy plus treatment with a thrombectomy device. The authors found that the sooner the device, which pulls clots out of the affected artery and helps restore blood to the brain, is used, the better the patient's overall recovery.
There was some benefit of therapy up to 7 1/3 hours after onset. That's an important new aspect. If you get the artery open at 3 hours, then 65% of patients will be able to live independently 3 months later. If it takes 8 hours to get it open, then only 45% will be able to live independently. It makes a major difference in outcome.
It is critical for the public to be aware of the signs of stroke. Dr. Saver says use the acronym FAST. If you see facial drooping, arm weakness, and speech difficulty, it's time to call 911.
Often the patient can't make the call themselves because the stroke's affecting their speaking or their ability to recognize they're having a stroke. So it's very important for family, friends, witnesses. If you see someone having stroke-like symptoms, call 911. Every minute matters.
Laura Berger, The JAMA Report.
Dr. Saver says hospitals should use this procedure within 75 minutes of a patient's arrival.
Well, Ammon Bundy and his brother Ryan are back in federal custody in Nevada ahead of a February trial on charges stemming from a 2014 standoff with federal agents outside their father's ranch near Bunkerville. Ammon Bundy's attorney, Daniel Hill, confirmed Tuesday that the sons of Cliven Bundy were transferred Monday from a federal detention center in Seattle to the Nevada Southern Detention Center here in Pahrump. Cliven Bundy also is being held there. The brothers were acquitted of federal conspiracy charges in federal court in Portland, Oregon on November 2nd, after a 5-week trial related to an armed takeover at a national wildlife refuge. Their trial in federal court in Las Vegas is scheduled to begin February 6th. They face 16 felony counts, including assault on a federal officer, extortion, and obstruction of justice.
All right, and here's Ron Chase with Nevada Public Auction.
This segment is sponsored by Nevada Public Auction.
Huge auction this weekend. We're getting close to Christmas, starting to gear up, all kinds of great stuff. First of all, lots of guns. Hunting rifles, revolvers, pistols, shotguns, you name it. Fantastic selection of guns, lots of ammo, a huge estate collection of trains, lots of Lionel, O-gauge, back from the 50s to current. So again, fantastic sale. And in fact, online right now at auctionnv.com, there's a link for a YouTube video to see all the trains up and running.
You even have Rail King.
Yeah, there's everything. There's Lionel stuff, there's Rail King, there's some Polar Express stuff, just a fantastic collection. It's trains, it's track, it's buildings, you name it, tons of train stuff, and lots of nice jewelry. Of course, coins. We just added a fantastic collection of key date coins, your 09 SVD penny, your 16D dime, lots of graded stuff, Carson City, and like 5 or 6 pieces of the nicest currency we've ever had in the auction.
Even furnishings, including a pool table.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a nice heater. That pool table, 2 slot machines. So again, some really nice pieces there of home furnishings, lots of knives, bayonets, military knives, K-bar stuff, jewelry, a few purses, lamps, a lot of oil lamps, antique stuff, some Native American collectibles. So again, you name it, it's a fantastic auction, probably the nicest one in a couple of months.
This is a good place to come down for Christmas shopping, and you can see all the items online, but you want to come down to, where are you guys at?
We definitely want to preview the auction because, like you said, there's so much nice stuff to look at. We're at 800 Margaret Street. That's one street past the hospital, right off Highway 372. The website is auctionnv.com. And again, the whole catalog is online. Multiple pictures, take a look there. But if you're in town, come on down so you can touch and feel some of this stuff. Look at these guns in person.
What time is the auction? What day?
So the auction starts Thursday at 5:30, coins first. 6:30, we start everything else. And then all day Thursday preview, 9 to 5:30. Come on down, see what's here in the building.
And if you want to sell some of your own items?
Yeah, one thing, the entire state, that's how we get all this stuff. Give me a call at 751-4867. Again, the website is auctionnv.com.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, and Nevada Highway Patrol all responded to an accident that occurred on Highway 160 and Basin Avenue this morning. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies responded to an accident on Highway 160 just south of Basin Avenue this morning. Involved was a work vehicle and a minivan. No one was transported from this accident. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
All right, more of your local news when we return.